Welcome back to another episode of Historic Brawl Showcase. Today I'm talking about another one of my favorite commanders, Kroxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. Whenever he enters the battlefield, sacrifice him unless it's escaped. Whenever he enters the battlefield or attacks, each opponent discards a card. Then each opponent who didn't discard a non-land card this way loses 3 life. So if they discard anything besides a land, they don't take the damage. If it's a land, they take the 3. Also, he has escape for 2 black and 2 red, and 5 other cards need to be exiled. And again, he's a 6/6 body for 2 mana. So basically for 4 mana, because that's what you're going to end up paying for him, and you need those 5 cards. But this deck doesn't really care too much about that. I mean, you will be escaping him, but you're going to be playing him a lot, and then kind of seeing how your mana works from there, and then deciding when to put them in the discard pile and get that advantage and bring them onto the board and start turning them sideways. Now, most of this deck is just removal, sweeper spells, card draw, anything, and mana ramp. I mean, it's just simple. Obviously, those are the 4 important pieces, but most of this deck is removal. And I'm not going to go into each piece of removal, but the removal has been chosen to certain way to make sure that it can explain itself well. Where did that card just go? Oh man. Okay, so I'm not going to sit here and talk about all the removal. If you guys want to see the full list, you can look down below. But some of the things I will explain. We do have Agadeem's Awakening in here because there are a few creatures, but on top of that, you can use it on Kroxa for 2 mana, and that can happen turn 5. So you could do your tier 2, turn 4 again, use them, let them go to the discard pile, turn 5, reanimate them, hit them for another trigger. If you're kind of flooded, most of the time you're not going to win and waste your land on that. But also, there are other creatures in here. We have Veto, Thorn of the Dusk Rose, and Exquisite Blood for the combo, just to win the game combo. But on top of that, they both do a very good job of what they want to do. You know, they're very helpful to the deck as well. Veto helps us gain some life, which we really need because we have very, very, very few creatures. I mean, we are killing everything, but very few creatures. And then Exquisite Blood again makes them lose more life. Or makes us gain. Oh no, sorry, it was the opposite. Veto makes them lose more life. He won't trigger as often, but he can also give things lifelink, which is going to be super important. And Exquisite Blood makes it so we gain life whenever they lose life. And this card is actually going to be very powerful by itself whenever we play our Kroxa, whenever we do our Tergrid. On top of that, we have more Tergrid effects, or more Kroxa effects with Tergrid's Lantern. And we have Torment of Scarabs. I almost always play this on the Lantern again. If I see an opportunity to get something big and do something fun, maybe I'll use the Tergrid, but I really don't. We have Roiling Vortex help us ping us each other down, but more importantly, keep them from gaining life. Another option is Tybalt, but I don't think he's solid enough to be in here. And then Phyrexian Reclamation. This card is one of the most powerful cards in the deck. Very few creatures in the deck, but being able to just pay 2 life and get Kroxa back and then play him from your hand for 2 again is very, very powerful. You can get multiple triggers off them in one turn and just eat their hand away. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to take away all their cards, their creatures on the board, their cards in hand. Everything else we can kind of let live. We're going to have to. For our card advantage engines, we have Morbid Opportunist, the Celestis. We're going to be killing a lot of creatures, so I feel like this card is super good. There's another 3-drop Midnight Reaper, but I think this card is just better. The Celestis, then we have Cosmos Elixir, an odd card for this deck, but I mean, it just does so much work. And Liliana, every time a creature I control dies, draw a card. So those are our card advantage engines. And then we have Black Market for ramp. We have Arcane Signet. We have Mind Stone. And Black Market can do so much damage. That's why we have Banefire in here, because like Banefire is good by itself, but on top of it, like having an outlet to utilize all that mana, it just felt good. We have the Orcus also, in case we get that much mana that we don't have much to do with it. Stuff like that can help us use it. Also, the Celestis. We can always use it on there. We can always use it on Tergrid. So we want a lot of outlets to dump our excess mana into. We want to be using most of our mana every turn. For our non-creature removal, it's very limited in these colors. So we have like Chaos Orb, our Chaos Warp, we have the Ugins, we have Farika's Libation, we have Feed the Swarm, and I think that's about it. Other than that, the deck is pretty simple. Just destroy everything, try to live, and let's just get right into the games. One more thing I wanted to say. I was running Thorin for the whole video, but I am going to be putting in Sudden Edict. It's a card I didn't know existed until just now, so we're going to craft that guy in here. And that is the end of the deck. Let's watch the video. I'd like to say thank you guys all for watching. If you've made it this far, some of you only make it this far. Some of you only want to see the deck tech and see the list. And I understand I'm one of them people too. I don't really like to watch too much of the grindy stuff, and let me just put it in my hands and play it. But if you only ever make it this far in a video, I want to say now, please hit that like button. It helps out so much, and I appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. If you're staying, watch these games. They turn out pretty good. All right. Time for game one with Kroxa. I love attrition, man. Attrition is one of my favorite styles. Been watching my videos, you see I do play a lot of attrition stuff. I've been trying to show off a whole bunch of different stuff. I don't want to show off the same thing all the time. Looks like we're playing up against the Massacre Girl. This could be interesting. We have 2 lands and a signet. Some removal. I'll keep this. This is good. So normally I'd want to go for Kroxa turn 2, but Roiling Vortex is here. So being that they are playing mono black, we might want to not let them gain life at some point. Arcane Signet first. Okay, they're gonna play the Scythe. We will go for Kolaghan's Command. Destroying an artifact and 2 damage to any target. Destroy that. 2 to that. Unfortunately, we missed our land drop, which really hurts in this deck, but okay. Really, really hurts with this hand, not really just in this deck. There's another artifact. They have 4 cards in hand. I think we want to start tearing up their hand. So let's do Kroxa. Since their deck seems like it's a bit attrition based, maybe it's a little bit Voltron-esque. Since we're seeing all these artifacts, equipments. I don't know what next turn is, but there's a land. So they have 3 cards. I think we're going to go for Kroxa again. Tear their hand up some more. Next turn, we could do our Mind Leech Ghoul. Make them exile another card from their hand. And we'll put him back in the command zone for now. And if we draw land, we have a couple more options. We could kill the Massacre Girl and play the Mind Leech. Oh, well, we did draw a land, but it's not the land we wanted. That's fine. Let's go with kill the Massacre Girl, because I don't want it to start turning sideways. Okay, so it comes back to play with the 1/1 counter on it. That's fine. Whips, swings for 5, does like 7 instead. So we will kill it now. Hopefully they don't have another answer. And Then we go for Mind Leech School. Taking damage is okay as long as we can prevent that from happening soon. But we have taken a lot of damage. We'll sack him to himself. Wait, what? Okay. Like, what was the point? Why don't they just discard that card? Okay, they got a treasure token. Tendrils of Agony, Storming for 2. 4 they gain 4. Fine. We'll go for Torment of Scarabs. And I would play Roiling Vortex, but I'm kind of worried about dying to it, so we're not going to do that yet. Looks like they're stuck. They're not going to be able to play their commander, and by the time they can, we should be really good. We'll play Tergrid's Lantern. We'll tap the Lantern. Target them. You guys can hear them dogs outside. I apologize. Now they have to either lose 3 life or discard a card, and it looks like they chose to discard. They're still hurting for lands, and they might not ever hit 7, which would be great. And now we're going to activate the Lantern. See what they choose to do. We will play Kroxa. How many cards do we have in there? 4. And we will not put him back in the command zone, because we will be able to turn him into a body soon. Decline. Past turn, they gotta choose to discard or take 3. Gisa. Alright, let's go with B-Devil on Gisa. Activate our Lantern. We have the Chaos Warp here. Player discards a card. We could go. Oh, we don't have enough. We don't have the right mana for that. Okay. Let's go. Wait, he costs how many cards? 6. 5 other cards. Let's go for Kroxa. Oh, we don't have the mana. Okay. We'll end turn. Untap the Lantern. Activate it again. So this coming turn, we will put Lily out, kill the Murderous Rider. Put out the Ghoulish Procession. Get a trigger, get a zombie token. Activate the Lantern and pass turn. I mean, you see how quick they went from 30 to 10? 3 damage really starts building up, especially with both of these out. They went to 4. And they got their Massacre Girl. That's fine. We will +1. Discard Storm's Wrath. Yeah, that's game. All right, go to game 2. And here we are with game 2, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Yeah, I do love this deck so much, and I did try to make a video for it before, but I kept having some technical issues. This hand is Not great. Not bad. We have a sweeper. They're playing a red commander, Muxus Goblin Grandy, so we do want like a sweeper spell here. One back from us. So they play their little hasty ball, play our Cinder Barons, pass turn. There's an Arcane Signet for one. We'll hit them with that 4. We can suspend that next turn. Oh, forgot I had the Signet. Whatever. Doesn't really hurt either way. I should have probably played the Signet, but it's fine because next turn I play the Signet and suspend Tergrid Shadow. And the next turn I can play it for 4 and make them sack 2 creatures. Alright, so we got a Blood Crypt. Okay, 2 for this. I could have made them discard their last 2 cards. I don't think it affects them that much in that deck because they play their commander and do things. The next turn we played this tapped. We played Target Shadow. Hopefully, can't do much here. Ooh, that's good. So now we can go both their creatures, which is fine. We don't have to take damage to do it. So we'll do Target Shadow. It would have been nice to have the Morbid Opportunist out first, but just they're gonna play this guy. Yeah, they're gonna play this guy, create a whole board state. We're gonna have to play the 2 now, and then just Kroxa Fate. And we're ready for it. That's the most important part. We're actually ready for it before we take any of the damage from it. And then they have to wait at least 2 more turns before they can get him back out. Krenko's coming out. Do I care much about Krenko? Don't think I do. I think we're going to play the Morbid Opportunist. We're going to play the Ghoulish Procession. Just to start trying to create some value out of us killing everything. We draw a land. We can do the Blood on the Snow soon. They've got another land. There's a Squee. Create 2 goblins. We got our other land as well. So I do want to play this, but I'm not in a huge rush to do it. We can put up some defense right here. Put this token with flying out, and then no attacks. We can chump block here. Something can die. We could draw a card. And more importantly, now we can do Blood on the Snow next turn, and we can reanimate our Morbid Opportunist afterwards. Oh, he's giving them all haste. That hurts a lot. Is that lethal, is the question. I think it is. Maybe not. Maybe it's not lethal. I think it is, though. We're going to still block and hope it's not. But there's 8, 9, 10, 12, 6, 10, 13. I think it's lethal. We're going to gain some life here. He's a 24, 24. He doesn't have trample. I don't know why he can't block. Oh, yeah, he can't. He just can't block. That's like his thing. We are dead. We are dead, dead. So playing the Blood on the Snow the turn before might have been the better play, obviously, because then they wouldn't have been able to do Krenko. But you live and you learn. That's a loss. Go to game 3. And here we are. I mean, that last game, it was can go like that real quick. The Goblin deck is very explosive. And we do have a red source. Lead with Bajuka Bog. Then we go with the Blighted Step pathway. This is a rough hand, but again, we'll keep it. Having the lead with Bajuka Bog always feels really bad. Wish I could kill him right now, but I can't. So we will play our Kroxa and just eat away their hand. Or begin our eating away at their hand. Next turn is up in the air with what's to play. Okay, now I know what the play is. We're gonna try to kill this guy. Protection from werewolves. Doesn't matter. Let's do blood calling. Ability. Yeah, we want to get rid of him so they can't just like ramp out into something crazy. So get rid of this guy. I mean, obviously they can just recast him. Revealed Bloodline Tender. Gonna play the Bloodline Pretender first. Okay. We want to stall here until we can get our Blood on the Snow. And hopefully we get our Morbid Opportunities out before that. I believe that comes into play. Oh, it comes into play tap unless you control for other land. Alright, anyway, Morbid Opportunities comes in. And again, we're just trying to stall. We're trying to draw. We want to draw some cards. We are going to take a big heaping of damage. Heaping pile of damage. Phone keeps going off over there. It's very far. I can't turn the volume off from here. Whenever another creature dies, right? We'll take the 5. We'll have a little bit more of an idea next turn on what we want. Okay, so put Veto in. We have the Infernal Grasp. Let's just use that right here. And we're hoping to draw a land. So if we do draw off that, no attacks, we'll chump block something with Veto here. Draw another card. Okay, they're gonna put the Arcane Signet in. Mentor of the Week. Okay. Okay, and we'll block both of these. We want to draw our last card, and we're praying for a land. We'll draw 2 cards by the time we'll get to our next turn. And it's a land, but it's not the one we wanted. Will we live is the question. I believe we will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could do now. We can destroy a creature mana value 3 or less. Then we could play our mindless ghoul. So let's do that. Or we can make them discard 2 cards, play our mindless ghoul as a chump blocker. That's the better play. Kind of forcing them to get their commander out. Chump block the 6, take a decent amount, 7, 8, 9, maybe more, 10. Okay, this guy. They're probably going to play their commander after. Just in case you guys don't know what she does, protection from werewolves. Humans have tap, add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool, and pay 6 and tap or put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control. No, each creature, not other. Okay, so they flip this guy. They're going to combat. They're going to put a counter on this guy. They're going to swing in with these two. We will chump block the big ball. And we don't need to pray for a land, actually. We have the blood on the snow. We're going to play the blood on the snow. Destroy all creatures. Play with the snow. Don't think we have many options to reanimate, but we get our Mind Leech cool back. And we will sacrifice him. Pair up their hand some more. And next turn we can start answering things one at a time, hopefully. Hopefully we'll only need to answer things one at a time. And the Herald's Horn triggers. Hoping this doesn't give him a card. It did. And this Realm Walker. Damn, that card makes this very hard for us. Because it gives him just more and more things for us to deal with. And that's the biggest problem. We want to control how many things we have to deal with. As is the nature of attrition. Catilda comes out. Man, we could have top decked Tergrid's Hammer Jammer. But it's okay. We can do Liliana. Get rid of the Realm Walker. Get rid of the Realm Walker. It doesn't matter which one we do. Realm Walker or him. And then we Bedevil this guy. I should kill this thing, but for now, let's just keep getting rid of him. And he has enough to play it. He doesn't have enough to play anything else if he does play it. We can not do anything with Lily because she's about to die. But that's pretty much their whole turn used up. Ooh, we got Phyrexian Reclamation. We want to do anything here? Not yet, I don't think. We will play our Shadow Spear, play our Kroxa. We have enough mana to use him again, so... But, more importantly, we can get him out in the field, so we will decline that. And... end turn. Their Herald's Horn triggers. We didn't get anything off of it. Non-creature spells cost 2 more to cast for me next turn. Grade 2 white human switcher token. Okay. And he flashbacked it, so he gets 4 tokens. That's hurtful. But we do have the Shadow Spear. We can start gaining some life, hopefully. There's Command Tower. Like Kroxa. Get rid of everything but our creatures. We want to keep our creatures. We might need them. Now, they're going to take 3. We'll equip him. That. And end turn. Shadow Spear came perfect timing to help us start getting back into this game a little deeper. They're going to get a creature, which is going to be rough for us. But either way, we're gonna put our Kroxa sideways hopefully next turn. They got Realm Walker. Yes, they're gonna choose human. Yeah. Now they're back on this card advantage train that we do not want going on. But we are a little better off for it because we have the lifelink. So they might not swing. They might. Okay. He investigates. He draws a card. So now they're super card advantage. Like they got all the card advantage in the world. Okay, end of turn. We're gonna hit black. Oh, it costs 2. Get Veto back. And they scooped. They saw it coming. So Veto would have came in. We would have gained our 7. They would have lost 7. It would have been a real turn in the game. But they had so much card advantage. I don't think it really would have mattered. They had a good chance to still play. Anyway, we won. Let's go to game. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Game 4 against Tergrid. Oh my god, what is this hand? We're going to mull that, especially against Tergrid. Hostile, hostile. We got them all again. We gotta go to 6. No black sword. Oh no, we have Agadim. Okay. This is good. What do we put back? Probably Soren. Need that black source. So this could be an attrition matchup. I'm pretty sure it is. We'll put this out first. Next turn. Oh, excuse me. Next turn we have lots of options. And they didn't give us anything to kill. There were probably not many things they would have given us to kill at 1 mana, but play our Kroxa. We will put him back in the command zone. And they discarded a land, so they took 3 damage. That's like a double bonus. Let's not let them ramp. Each player sacrifices an artifact. Target player sacrifices an artifact. Sorry, I said each. Now, I really wanted to get the Celestis out, but I'm not going to just trade the ramp for ramp. Arena? Okay, we could take advantage of that. Put our Celestis, leave mana up for Feed the Swarm, pass turn. We can't use to Feed the Swarm actually because it's not an instant, but I always forget about that. I usually only run instant speed removal, but Feed the Swarm is an enchantment removal as well, so comes in clutch for that. We will discard. We'll discard Yahini. Don't really care about that guy. Let's put our Elixir in. And the turn, we gain 2 life. They can now swing for us at 1. It won't really matter much. But they are getting a lot of cards in hand. I don't like that. But we can hopefully start drawing off this next turn. He only does the 1 with the rat. Oh, and he plays the Tergrid. Perfect. Let's feed the swarm on the rat. And then we do Plaguecrafter. We did lose some life, but we'll gain it back. And we just stall the Tergrid from coming out for a little bit. And it triggered that to happen. Oh, it made me discard a card. Okay. That sucks. That's okay. So many more cards in hand than us. But we will start getting some more cards next turn, I think. Use the rest. We have no cards in hand. Okay, bro. And we got to get this out for sure. For the end step, we draw a card. Okay. We drew our lightning bolt. 5, 6, 7, and they didn't put Tergrid out. That's an interesting revelation, not to play the Tergrid. Let's do Kroxa. Eat away at their hand a bit. Okay. I'm gonna play him in the grave. Sudden Edict. 2 mana, instant speed. Our player sacrifices a creature. I didn't know that card existed. I'm gonna have to add that to this. It's only an uncommon too, so that's definitely going in here. And in my Tergrid list. Okay, Tergrid comes in, that's fine. Kill it. Next turn. Why didn't I play the command tower? I think I drew it at end of turn. Play the command tower. We will build Tergrid and destroy one of their artifacts. Leaving us with 2 mana still up. Might draw something that we could actually use. Through Fricka's Libation. But we can't use that, but we definitely use it. Good card to draw. Can't use it yet. Next. Okay. Fine. As long as Tergrid's not out when I'm doing that, I don't really mind. Let's put our Kroxa out. And we want to keep the creatures probably because we have no other way to get like other things back. This doesn't really matter. They probably have a kill spell for him. It's also fine. Want to make them waste those cards in their hand. And they got rid of a kill spell. Getting that they probably have a better one. Draw a card. Land. They can make us discard. I don't care. They're down to 15. It's only 5 more Kroxa triggers. If they discard lands, obviously, or they don't have cards in hand. Hey, poison the cup. Now we have 6 in there. We'll probably decline. We'll decline. We're gonna bring them back into the battlefield next turn. Okay, they're gonna make me discard. That's fine. They'll probably swing with the 2/2. I don't see another use of it. Yeah. Get that free 2 damage in. Also make it so we're not drawing cards off our elixir. There's a couple good reasons for that. So the thing about Chandra is her damage never goes away. So we will +2 on her. Give them one of these little emblems. And yeah, end turn. Now they could attack me to make it so I don't draw any more cards next turn. They could attack Chandra, where they won't do anything. But we're in a good position right now. And I'd say it's mostly because we're playing with 2 colors as when they're playing with 1. I mean, Tergrid is great, but this deck has 1 more color. I have Tergrid in here too. And I'd rather keep playing Kroxa than have Tergrid out most of the time, because Tergrid requires another card to trigger for him to actually get any extra value for you. Okay, he got rid of Chandra. We will suspend this. Or foretell it, sorry. And then we'll put out Kroxa. And again, we'll just keep that Plaguecrafter in case we get like a Phyrexian Reclamation back. We can use that to get our Plaguecrafter back in our hand. He's gonna trigger, they're gonna discard a card. Gain 2 life. They lose 1 life. I mean, if we can just stall for 12 turns, we win. On top of what other damage we do on top of that. So, yeah, we'll put him back in the command zone. Air shield, okay. Little protection. 3 damage to us. We'll play Kroxa out just to trigger them. They take 3 damage. Yeah, we'll put it back in the command zone. Gain 2 life. They lose 1 life. They are at 8. We're at 24. Oh, Bolus killed their Phyrexian Arena. They'll need 1 more mana at 6, 7. No, they have enough. They have enough for Tergrid. They just haven't done it. We will do Kroxa again, bringing them down to a 5-turn clock. Do you have lifelink? No. Cards engrave. We will decline. We'll let them go with the graveyard. Gain 2 life. They lose 1 life. They go to 4. Okay, Tergrid comes out, which is perfect. Our Tergrid Shadow can wipe out both of their creatures right now. They do 3 to us. We go to 20. They do 1 more. We go to 19. We'll put this out. And that does not give us enough yet. But I only activate this as a sorcery and I have nothing else to do. So activate, gain life, blind the card draw. More life. We lose 1, they're at 3. Next turn we can start creating some tokens. We need to. It's getting real big over there. Not want him to go off, but he won't be able to go off in time. Unless he gains some life in between. They're thinking hard right now. Hey, the rat gets rid of my Ugin. Nice. Play. Mend them for that. 3 more to us. We go to 19. Roiling Vortex. This will keep them from gaining any life. Kroxa. Make them discard a card. Hopefully it's not a land in their hand. Get rid of everything there. I mean, hopefully it is a land for us, but for them, hopefully it's not. Not okay. Next to combat. End turn. Gain 2. Take 1. They take another 1. They go to 1. Fine. More damage. They're at 1. And this top card has to save them. Even Lifelink's not going to help them because I can cancel their Lifelink with Roiling Vortex. We'll activate it so they can't gain a life. This turn, we'll resolve it. Let everything go away. Put them back in the command zone. They're at 1. All we have to do is hit enter. They have to find a way, and I don't think it's possible. Except for them gaining life this turn. Okay, they're gonna put out Tergrid. Take the 3. And give them a good game. All right, that was a really good game. Even though it felt like we were really comfortable the whole time, they had more cards in their hand. The whole game, they were drawing way more cards than us. But Kroxa is just that resilient. Man. Good job, and he showed up. 1 game left. Hopefully, we can go 4-1. All right, Game 5. So far, the deck is showing up. It's doing what it's supposed to do. I don't mind this hand. It's a little bit slow, but we have answers that are gonna be much needed. That's a little bit too much. Too much of the same thing going on here. Alright, we'll just do Kroxa here. Shutting her down is super important. Maybe I should have played the Shadow, but next turn we either suspend this guy. Yeah, we're not going to have to suspend it, I don't think. So we will play Celestis next turn. Draw a card, they gain a life. Already getting extra value. This is every time they draw a card, hurts our soul even more. We will play Celestis. Now this is interesting. So next turn we can do Yahini expertise into aim for the head, which is a nice little there. We could also do experimental frenzy and start playing off the top of our deck. Could be good, it could be bad. Early like this, I feel like it's better because you're not going to want to play more than one spell per turn a lot of the time. Okay, and that's perfect for us. That's what we wanted to see. We go with Yahini's expertise. We get this. Make them exile 2 cards from their hand. We really tear up their whole game plan by doing that. And they can gain a little bit of life. I don't care. That's not a problem. Their commander can come right back out though, so we do need a way to answer him. Drawing a land would give us that answer in Triggered Shadow. So hopefully we draw a land. Not a land. I'll suspend this or foretell it and pass turn. Again, we hope. Yeah, there's a land, but it's not the kind of land I exactly want. We're kind of far from Massacre Wurm. Let's get rid of Massacre Wurm. We're just as far from this guy. I feel like the Worm's just better. Okay, let's make it a little harder to kill their enchantments. They don't play a creature here. This would be really good. Okay, so for one, it looks like we're not seeing a creature. And we got another land. Actually, I played the wrong land. I should have played the tap land. Oh, the alarm's going off. Don't need that happening. I was going to be napping. I planned on napping, but I couldn't nap. I also need to make this video, so could be the reason why I couldn't nap. Okay, next turn, if we top deck a land, we can go Lily. Each player sacks 2 creatures. We cannot target their citrus. Did not top deck a land. Let's play Cosmos Elixir. That next turn, we're still good. We play Massacre Wurm. Targets everything, so it will still hit the citrus. Vanishing Light. I'm guessing they're gonna hit the elixir. Yeah. Okay. Now we can go Lily or Worm. I think we go Worm here. We're just waiting until we don't really have a play to play this. Right now we're good. Their hand's small. We could be tearing up their hand with Kroxa, but I want to keep killing that guy so they can't get that card advantage. It's a little more important, and we can just keep doing it with Lily next turn if we have to. 5, 6, 7, 8. They might just play him out again. Ooh. Search for an enchantment card. Feel it. Put on top. Might be another Banishing Light clone. Ooh, Nyx Bloom. Okay. And we see Sithis come out. Interesting. So what I think we're gonna do here is go to attacks. They don't do anything. We play Ugin. We do 3 to Sithis. And they conceded. Easy as that, man. This deck can really put in work. You just keep shutting down their commander in that deck. I mean, they can't draw their cards, they can't win. And we don't want them drawing cards because then we can't win because a lot of our damage is based on cards in their hand and cards on the field, and we just don't want that. And we don't want to take our damage. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. We went 4-1 with it. I mean, I'm happy about that. If you guys want another video, want to see my other videos, check out my channel. Hit the like button if you liked it because it helps out so much. And if you want to see more videos, you could even hit that little red button. Might be told when the video comes out. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know. Thanks for watching.